G'day, I'm Willie from Agile Performance. Today we're going to show you our new product, which is our Mark IV Supra extended travel or extended track width arms. So if we come in a bit closer here, we can see what's going on here. So we already sell standard length lower control arms. If you don't know what they are, you should look into them. So these are a very similar design, except they're 50mm longer and then a 50mm longer upper arm as well. So this is designed primarily for drifting, but also work really well for a circuit car. So the main advantage of this is adjustability. So we have rose joints in place of the factory bushes, and then what we can do is wind these out for your coarse adjustment, and then your factory adjustment still exists for your fine adjustment. And with this factory adjustment, it means we can do it live and in situ and everything bolted up. And then if we go up to the upper arm, we have an adjuster here for your camber. And so we can get about 7 degrees of camber out of here if need be. And just like the lower arm, we can do it live in situ. So we've got a lock nut here and a lock nut here, and then we spin that round. So there's a reverse thread on this one and a normal thread on that one, so that winds it in and out. And then we have bushes on the top here to give a wee bit of compliance. Now we can see here we've got our Agile steering angle kit, and on this one we've got the second hole. So this can work with or without, depending on what you want to do with it. And with the extended length, we have a factory Toyota Corolla inner tie rod, which bolts straight on, and this gives you the extra length to run either our rose joint outer or your factory outer. Another point to make, as with our standard length lower control arms, we have a replaceable ball joint. With the factory Supra, they're a non-serviceable item, so you've got to throw away the whole arm. So this is a press-in ball joint from a very common American-made car, very cheap and available. Other thing to note is steering angle, so we can get up to 55 degrees angle with our second hole here. And another advantage of extended track width is it gives you a bigger choice of wheels. So if you've got an awkward sized wheel, you're more likely to clear everything. In terms of acumen, if you look at the full steering lock, which is 55 degrees, there's 3 degrees of angle difference to the other side, which is quite low for acumen. So throughout its movement they stay reasonably parallel, which we've found is a really nice setup for both drifting and grip work. So with the setup on our test car, we've got an 8-inch wide rim with a +15 offset, and you can see here we've got heaps of clearance here. So if you guys were going to run the same set, you could either run even higher offset wheel to bring this in, or what you can do is run a much wider wheel. So we've chosen to run the factory guards on this car. It won't stay like that forever, but you have the option of going to a wide body guard with a much wider wheel. So one advantage we have with this setup over our competitors is that the whole lot is modular, so you don't need to buy everything at once. So for example, you might want to start off with an angle kit maybe on the first hole, and then as you progress you can say you want a lower arm or an upper arm or extended track. It all works with the factory knuckle. It means that you can progress and spend money as you can afford it, rather than going out and buying a complete custom kit which only works with itself. So that's where we see the advantage in our kit.